Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to episode 4 of Podcast in the Bottle, now graciously sponsored by SJC Collectibles. More on that later, but I'm your host, Metastanky, and my co-host,
Meta Doctor.
Meta Doctor. What is up? How is it
going
going,
on?
man?
It's good. It's good.
Good.
How are you?
It's good. I'm doing great. Doing great. I'm pumped. So much to talk about today. We know we said it every episode. But man, there's always so much going on in MetaZoo. Always.
It's every week. I feel like we have just infinite material, and we have to like pluck some stuff out of there.
It's like, okay, this one, and the surprise. It's so good. MetaZoo is continuing to boom, continuing to grow, and I love it. Absolutely love it. With the new release right around the corner.
So pumped.
Leading up to yet another tower event, man. So good. Yeah. Coming off the heels of Water Tower. I think the hype's up.
Yeah, I agree. I think people were very pleased with Water Tower and are excited for Earth Tower, one of my favorite aura types. So I'm a little bummed I can't be there.
Man,
a little bummed. I know. It's not that.
I don't see it, man. I really don't.
It's so. I think my love of Earth originally came. Let's see. What's Karen? Karen.
Oh, yeah,
when we played that release event for Seance,
just because you won doesn't mean you now love Earth.
But before that, I had an Earth deck before then.
You did.
I did.
You did.
But Karen.
And the only reason you beat me is because you were typed against me. I am standing firm on that soapbox that I lost that event because you were typed. Anyway, Earth. Man, it's coming around the corner, and guess what? We're about to get a huge boost to it, man. Huge boost.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Well, I hope. Earth needs it.
Yeah,
right?
Earth needs a little speed.
They got some bottom.
Beefy hitters, though.
They do.
Huge.
Beefy hitters, huge life points, let alone hitting. It takes forever to get those guys off the map.
Yeah, it's
dude, there's just Grafton, and then
Grafton,
you got the Gargoyle who can fly.
Yeah.
Stone Man. Put Stone Man in front of Grafton. If you put Stone Man in front of Grafton, I think the game just explodes. I think the cards,
you just stop.
Yeah,
it's like Exodia.
Yeah,
in Yu-Gi-Oh.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, that's right.
So you're done.
Game over. Can't attack either. No, they fixed that. But yeah, man. Native, dude, and what drama leading up to the tower? Like, not only is Native coming out the weekend of,
which is crazy,
which I think
it's going to be crazy.
I've got a feeling in my gut. Okay, you can quote me on this later.
Okay, write it down. Everyone, all the listeners, write this down.
Write this down.
Stanky's feelings.
Depending on how this release goes, they'll probably do all releases at towers.
Ooh, hot take. Okay, so you're saying that if this one goes well, then they're going to correlate their release with the tower and make sure that those cards are going to be playable at the tower, because that's the kicker for me. It's not really when it gets released, but it's that the cards at the tower are going to be legal.
From a business standpoint, phenomenal idea. Okay,
it creates hype.
And let me tell you why. Okay, so everybody wants to win $50,000 prize, right? 30,000 cash, 20,000 in product.
Agreed.
Other way, $20,000, 30 in product. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone wants to win, right? Especially if you're super competitive. And so what that does to you as a player is makes you want to get your hands on as many Native cards as humanly possible, as quick as possible, because
you got to buy it now.
You've got a day window. I think
window's small.
You have a day window to get your deck list submitted before tower. And that's going to be if you can get your hands on the product, dude. That's the tough part, man.
If you can get it, if you can read all the cards. We're talking about. Remember last episode when we were talking about how like going into day 2 and stuff that you're just mentally exhausted. Imagine staying up the night before, reading those cards, and then trying to come up with a deck list that is better than what you've already come up with.
And an even bigger caveat: you have to be done 2 days before, because deck lists have to be submitted 24 hours before registration.
Okay. All right. That just got a little bit more complicated.
Exactly. So I think official release date is maybe the Thursday, the 13th, maybe.
Okay.
And so that's the day of the day before the gala, which is going to happen the day before the Tower event. And so, dude, like spoiler packs are coming out. People are spoiling cards online. Yeah. It's business wise. Fantastic idea.
Yeah, I didn't really think of it that way, but now that you've explained, it's a great idea.
It is a great idea. I know. I'm gonna be getting a handful of boxes. I'm gonna buy a lot. And looking on eBay to see if anybody's posting. I got extra cards. I'm bringing them with me to New York. I'm buying them. I'm putting them on my deck list, just like I did for Water Tower.
Oh yeah. We remember that one.
So it's just business wise, man. Good call. Now,
but you're in native, right? You've.
Yeah. I'm in tower.
Or you're in the tower. That's what I meant. Not native. You're in the tower.
I got the good email this time. So I got the congratulations. You have been selected to play at Earth Tower. Please respond with I accept. And I did that.
That's awesome.
Stanky's going. Stanky and Mrs. Stanky are going actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a family trip minus the children.
Of course.
No, they're not going to New York. No, never. But yeah, we're gonna make a trip out of it, and hopefully I'll come back $20,000 richer.
First class on the way back.
Oh, I mean,
first
if
class
I win,
on the way back?
Might as well. You don't walk out with cash, right?
No,
they send a check in the mail, or however they do it nowadays.
It's a big check. Remember, it's a big check.
But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. But yeah, as a caster, man, it's frustrating that Native's coming out right before. It mentally taxing because not. Okay, here's my brain thought. Moving in, trying to prep. Right?
Yeah. Hit me.
Okay. Not only do I need to prep just a normal, what are all the cards that are out now, best I can do Earth deck.
Yeah.
I also have to spy on the spoilers, keep look, and
what's
then
gonna be good.
Find the most ragtag way to test those because my main medium for testing is TTS, right? So I'm going to have to print out screenshots of the cards that I want to test, put in placeholders, right on that little piece of paper what the 1-for-1 swap is. So when that card pops up on TTS, like, no, that's actually
a good idea.
And so that is how I'm going to have to prep for cards I know about.
I like that. Did you come up with that?
I did.
That's a good idea. I like that. No one take that idea. Forget you heard that.
That's not Stanky's secret. But how else would you do it?
You can't. That's the only way to. Placeholders.
You guys will be seeing the interviews if you haven't seen them already of a couple of interviews that I did from some of the top casters at Water Tower, and all the prep these guys put in. Man, you have to you can't just. Okay, this deck will work. No, if you're not playtesting the deck that you're building against other possible decks that could be there,
preach it.
You're not going to make day two.
Know thy deck. Know thy deck.
Thou shalt know thy deck. And rule number 2: thou shalt know other people's decks.
Yeah, know thine and thine opponents.
Exactly. You are your opponent's keeper of their deck.
Amen.
But let it be. So as a caster, man, my brain already hurts, and I barely scratched the surface because fusion auras, right? That opens up the wide world of blending whatever aura type you want to blend. With Earth,
which is
to
a
my
fantastic
knowledge,
idea. I love that.
Best I know is there will be one for all of them. So
that's what I heard.
Earth, everything minus neutral, right?
Yeah.
So, I have no idea what I'm going to play against. It could be an Earth Fire deck, could be an Earth Frost deck, could be an Earth Water deck, could be an Earth Lightning deck. I don't recommend it, but an Earth Lightning deck could be, pick an aura type. but there won't be just pure Earth. The winning deck will not be a pure Earth deck.
Nah, it'll have something splashed in there, whatever it may be.
If you're listening to this podcast, either in podcast land or YouTube world, and you don't have native cards in your deck, you're doing it wrong.
that's going to be a long-standing joke on this podcast. You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Okay, but this time I don't think I'll have to amend that one.
I'm about to say next time on Stanky's Amendments.
It's the Stanky's Amendments. No, I don't think I'm amending anything on this one because
I agree.
It would behoove MetaZoo. Well, the cards are already done. Especially if you're going to release something that revolves around Native American culture.
Yeah.
At Earth Tower, which is phenomenal. Okay. There better be some Earth boosts in that set. Has to be. This can't be another UFO thing where lightning got better. Okay.
No.
I mean, UFO did get a good boost out of UFO. Okay.
Cosmic, a little, we got a few cards.
Yeah, Cosmic got some out of that. But I mean, lightning just got better. So I know all the dual aura stuff they're doing and the fusion auras. I mean, so other decks are still going to get better, but Earth better get the majority of it.
I hope so. I really do. I can't wait. Native's going to be so awesome.
It's going to be, man. My brain hurts. It already hurts. Okay,
you're already hurt. You're thinking too hard.
We've already, we were looking at a few spoiler cards that we got our not get our hands on, but
I wish, right?
That get our eyeballs on. I did put in for that native streamer kit, right?
Oh yeah.
It's not. There's no way it's getting here before. No, there's no way it's getting here before that. But there's some good cards already spoiled. Some good cards already spoiled. Real good cards. And it's just so much. Okay.
Were there any one card in particular that you saw that you were like, that one looks interesting?
I will say this: there was one pure Earth card artifact that I saw that could really step up Earth's game.
Which one
was I think it's something like Matlock's Story Rug or something like that.
Oh, the
it's
rug.
It's got like 160 LP.
Yeah.
And you get to add a story counter to it at the start of each turn. And then I think the power is you fatigue it, and then you get to destroy target beastie for the number of story counters on the card.
Dang.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like a better version of Cairn.
It does.
Dang.
But the exception, the reason why it's kind of not, but kind of is when you use the power, the artifact goes bye-bye. It ends up in the afterlife.
That's a good trade-off.
But it's a good trade-off.
That's
so
a good trade-off.
Up to 3, you can target and destroy up to 3 beasties, but you get to target one of your own beasties, and that beastie gains life points equal to the life points of all the beasties you destroyed.
I like it.
Not recovers.
Yeah.
Gains life points.
That's a permanent.
To the maximum life points of all the beasties you destroyed. So if you destroy 3 beasties.
Good. Yeah.
Say we're at Earth Tower, right?
Yeah. All right. Let me get. Hold on. Let me get my. I'm at Earth Tower. I'm playing my Cairn deck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Cairn. All right. You get this rug out, the story rug. Okay. Yeah. And let's say you put a stone man in front of it, just for safekeeping. Yeah. Right? For safekeeping, because you got to kill the stone man first, right? Because 3X is going to, so there's going to be some small beasties hitting really hard, okay? So they're going to have to go through stone man and then through your artifact, okay? So if you can keep it alive for at least one turn, you can do it once. Yeah. If you keep it alive for 2 turns, you can do it twice. But if you get it for 3 turns, you destroy 3 beasties.
Yeah.
You pump up your big mamma jamma. So you're holding on to your big mamma jamma, right? Just kind of holding him.
Yeah.
And then you contract your big mamma jamma, whoever that may be, and then you activate this artifact.
Monster.
Sure.
Yeah.
You activate this artifact. You destroy 3 beasties. Now, it says maximum life points. That includes 3 Xterra bonuses. So you're looking at potentially, now, if there's 3 of them out there, they're probably hovering around 100, 120, 140 life points apiece. Man. So you're looking at adding
way better.
Close to 400 life points.
Holy
to
crap.
Your big mamma
Holy crap. And what if you add it to a defender? That means
boom.
Just 800. Boom. 800.
Hey, say you're playing water, a water mixture.
Yeah.
Say you add it to your crab. Then what? That crab ain't going nowhere.
Silence in my brain. My brain went blank. You said crab. My brain went blank. That's too
because
many.
fusion auras are a thing. You can a fusion or a earth water deck with crabs. You got your 2 prisms. You got your 2 fusion auras. You got your rest of them. Or if you a neutrality totality would be a great one to have.
Crab's neutral. That one. He's got some neutral in there.
You got some neutral in it, dude. You throw that on a. Hey, even better. Maybe run fire. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Throw those life points on Gassy.
Oh, keep Gassy around and then
keep Gassy around for a long time and start pumping out some effigies.
Just throw I love the effigies. Just burn it down.
Dude, just burn it down. But the possibilities are absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I just listed 4 scenarios, 3 or 4 scenarios off the top of my head, that's not even scratching the surface.
That's one card. That's one card that you've read, excited about, and you've already just changed the entire game.
One card.
One card.
If one of our listeners takes one of those 3 scenarios and wins Earth Tower over me, I expect a 5% royalty check for inspiring you to do so.
Absolutely. Or at the very least, you got to come on the podcast.
At the very least, you have to come on the podcast. And I wouldn't mind paying for my fare home. I mean, that would be great. Cool. If you're winning 20K, I mean, come on. I mean, you're welcome, is what I'm saying. So, but anyway, dude.
Yeah.
So big.
That's good. I'm excited about that.
So
I may have to big. I'm going to look into that.
And you're going to be helping me, right? So you're
I'm going to be helping you. So I do a lot of deck building. You know, I work. I in between some patients, I'd like to build a deck or 2. Don't tell nobody.
That's right.
But the ones that I've seen so far, I think, at least on the releases that I've seen, there's a couple things. You know, they've got some Elder Matlocks artwork on there. So I think they're probably going to get a boost, specifically with the Beastie Giants, or maybe with the Matlocks in general. But the new version of Piazza Bird. Now, I just recently saw that. I did not know they're going to make Piazza Bird an Earth Fire.
Yes.
That's nasty. That is nasty. His what was it? So he's going to have desert and mountain, correct?
And earth. I think it's
earth.
So for 40 or 50, the card was kind of hard.
It's a little blurry, and I can't read all of it. But what I can read is it's going to be 40 and 40 for each of those. Do some math on that. You're looking at around 300 or 350, I think, 380.
Dude, huge. Absolutely.
A giant attack. Just a giant for 2 earth and 2 flame. Yeah. And then you're talking about the fusion auras. Put those in. Burning effigies. Holy crap.
Yep. It's going to be huge. How do you spell Piazza? P
something. I got it pulled up over here. Yeah. Piasa. Look at that. And how are you aware of this controversy of how to pronounce Piazza Bird?
Pizza Bird?
Pizza Bird? Pizza Bird? Pizza Bird? Something
Piazza.
That's the way I read it.
Piazza. Oh, we all know Stanky can't read. So how I pronounce it is probably irrelevant. Actually, fun fact, I caught some heat for using the word inaugural on our first episode.
Inaugural?
Yeah, somebody called me. I said, "You can't even spell that word. Why are you using it?" I said, "Good call." I said,
That's true.
You're right.
I can't.
You're right.
I agree. I can't spell half the drugs that I prescribe, so that's okay.
That is all right.
That's why the good Lord created spell check.
I can't find a better picture of that Piazza.
Yeah, it's blurred. It's probably off of a video somewhere.
Probably, yeah, somebody's video. You're right. You're probably right. But yeah,
can't read it all.
But just the words we can make out, dude's huge.
Huge, and it's probably even better if we can read it.
And you can contract fire and earth spells. Fantastic. Dude, and the contract effect was it's going to be
a good card.
It's going to be a big one. So yeah, I think what we're going to have to do, and what anybody listening to this podcast is going to have to do, is just pick your lane, pick your flavor, what you're comfortable with. Now, so I can do this from experience. Okay, the last local event I played at, I played a deck I'd never played before.
Yeah,
so I had no experience playing it. A good deck, by all means, by all metrics, a fantastic deck.
Oh yeah,
I didn't do as hot as I normally do with decks I'm more comfortable with. First event we had, I was second because you typed me. Second event, I won because I was prepped and prepared with a fantastic water deck. This last event, I played a fire deck I just wasn't very comfortable with, and I lost. Now, I lost to a guy I've been teaching, so that's still a win for me. Shout out to Ron.
Hey!
But if you're not comfortable with the deck, not comfortable with it, don't play it. Okay?
Absolutely.
You need to be comfortable with the combos, with the defenses, with what you're siding, or you could have the best cards set up at the tower and still lose. Okay?
Absolutely.
You need to be comfortable.
Goes back to what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Know thy deck.
Know thy deck. That's right.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, if you didn't win, okay, if you didn't get first, you got last. No, if you didn't win, you better at least had some fun. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're not going to have fun playing a deck you don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Nobody has fun misplaying.
No. And then thinking back, it's like, I should have done it differently. So don't be that guy or girl. Okay. Because of the fusion auras, because this native set is just an enigma right now. Another $5 word that I can't spell.
Oh.
Just pick your favorite type and just kind of run with it.
Go with it.
And hopefully you do well. But that's my PSA to all you casters out there. Don't run something you're not familiar with. Yeah. But again, all these native cards, right? Now, I just kind of gave you a secret how to test these native cards. Okay, if you know what they are, I'm not going to say it again in case you forgot. Go back and listen. Give us more listens. So you can.
It counts. It still counts. If you go back,
okay,
it counts again.
Still counts. But yeah. Ooh. This is a good spot.
What's up?
Let's stop here for just a second. All right, guys. This MetaZoo Pack Break is brought to you by our sponsor, SJC Collectibles. Now, SJC Collectibles was founded on the principles of selling your favorite cardboard collectibles at fair and competitive prices. And as an original MetaZoo partner store, SJC Collectibles has been our go-to place for all of our sealed product, as well as single cards we need to complete our collections and use in our tower-winning decks. Now, they have over 100,000 singles available, and he adds more every single day. So you're sure to find all the cards you need. So head on over to sjccollectibles.com/MetaZoo and use coupon code PIAB5 for 5% off your next MetaZoo order. So that also includes the new native set coming out. So please use that code and save yourself some money. Again, thank you, SJC Collectibles, for sponsoring Podcast in a Bottle, and happy casting. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. So Earth Tower. We've been talking about Earth Tower. We're talking about Earth Tower.
Let's talk about Earth Tower.
Where is it? It's in New York.
New York City. That's right.
New York, the earthiest place I could ever think of. When you say Earth, the first place that pops in my head is New York City.
The concrete jungle.
The concrete jungle. Hey, there's a lot of concrete. That's just true. And how do you make concrete? With pieces of earth. Yeah,
sand,
exactly.
Water,
gravel.
That's right. Hey, I guess that's true. If you're going to look at it that way, you're surrounded by earth.
Yes, everywhere. It's everywhere. And because we are going to New York City for Earth Tower, one of the active Terra that made the 3X list is none other than City Terra.
City Terra.
Which blew, I mean, it makes sense. Okay, if
you're in New York I mean,
City,
if you're going to do New York, might as well do it.
You got to have City active.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still, you guys got City, you got Desert, Mountain, Earth, and Swamp.
Ground? Or we call Earth. Earth, we're calling Mountain. Yeah.
But yeah, so New York.
New York. Are there? No, I know the gala is in New York, and that's right before that. And I'm sure that's probably the easiest way to schedule things is you have it in New York. It's a good place to get a good venue, that sort of thing. So it makes sense from a logistical side.
And so, as far as I can tell, or at least the way my brain works, which again works a lot differently than a lot of other people's, is kind of like I mentioned in previous episodes when they fixed their caster cap limit. Right, they opened it. They opened up the gates to accept almost everybody, in my opinion, and then taking the people who said yes, I'm going to be there. Yeah. Taking that number and then picking their venue off of that number. Yeah. So I don't.
Solid.
Other than some of these other places that they're already decided of where the venue is going to be, I foresee things like this, to where we're anxiously awaiting the reveal of where the Earth Tower is going to be.
Yeah, we know New York City, but we don't know where in New York City it's going to be. Right. But there's a plethora. Talk about $5 words. A cornucopia.
A cornucopia. Oh, that's
right.
A good one.
Cornucopia.
I like that one.
Of different venues that they could acquire. So MetaZoo's good at that. They'll find a spot to accommodate everybody. It's good. So besides the Terras, now I don't know if anything different than the water tower. I think they're still doing like the same 3X.
So everything is
Earth
3X.
60%. Yep. They're not throwing any curveballs at us yet, except for the whole native release thing.
Except for the native release, and they've already released the schedule. So the schedule's been released.
Oh, okay.
It's the schedule mirrors Water Tower schedule. It looks almost the exact same. 8 rounds on day 1. Okay. With a break, a 40-minute break somewhere in the middle, 8 or 9 rounds, I can't remember now. With a 40 to 50-minute break right there in the middle of the day. So you're looking at 8 to 9 casting hours.
But on the job.
Registration starts at 9 a.m.
They're not going to get ready. They're not going to be ready till 11.
And then first round starts at 11. So
you're going to be there till
8, 10. Till 9:30, 10 o'clock. So the last round should wrap up around 9-ish, 9:30, and then they'll announce the casters who made the top 32.
Okay.
And then you'll return for day 2, which starts around, I think Reg is like 10 something. And then you have 5 more rounds, winner take all of
5 more
pure caster fatigue.
Right. I'm thinking about that, putting it into context of how many hours that you have to stay mentally engaged.
Dude.
You have to practice for that, right? You've got to do some like grind sessions, as we would call them.
You have to. Like you got to spend hours playing.
Yeah, in a row
on your own, in a row.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Maybe even just late. Maybe
after a hard day,
put in your normal day if you're a working person or if you're in school or whatever. Put in your full day, and then do life, eat dinner, and then grind for 2 to 3 hours and try to get in quality matches late into the evening, maybe into the early hours of the morning, just to train your brain to like, even how tired you are, to know what you need to do.
Yeah,
and you can't do that.
Yeah,
without performing in the environment. And you're doing that in med school, right? It's like you have to before you even started your residency, you had to stay up late to study and to learn your stuff, and then now you're doing you work night shifts sometimes, you work day shifts sometimes, you work long hours, and so it's just to prep for real life, and to equate that to this, you gotta prep. You play like you practice, man.
That's right.
I cannot tell you
Preach
how
it.
many times
Preach
I've heard that throughout my athletic career. You play like you practice.
I'm getting hype right now.
And just that's why I said I would have won Water Tower, because no one was putting in as much work as me.
And you had a printer. And guess what? Dude, printer's not going to New York. No. That's right. No, I'm staying home.
No, so Stanky is going to prep so hard.
Yeah.
Between now and April 13th.
Yeah.
That on April 14th, the day before, I'm going to enjoy New York.
That's right.
With my wife. I'm going to go to a dinner and a show. We're going to see Wicked Friday night.
Oh, all right. That's going to be fun.
We're going to see Wicked Friday night.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get up Saturday. I'm going to kick some butt.
That's right.
Okay? So.
And I'm going to be watching you.
And I'll be singing the Wicked songs while playing.
While you're playing.
Yeah,
I haven't
seen Wicked before.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited. But anyway, okay,
yeah.
This just flew into my head when we were talking
do
about.
It. I mean, that's what this podcast is all about.
Native, the 30th anniversary set, right?
Oh,
comes out. If you're listening to this, it's already out. You missed it. Okay,
yeah.
It was last week.
Gone.
You missed it. I'm going to try and get a couple or two or three.
I am too.
Because do you think they'll get here before?
Think about the concept. Probably not. But think about the concept of the 30th. This is another reason. I posted this on our Instagram. This is the reason why I love MetaZoo. Yes. The absolute ridiculousness of this. It's the 30th anniversary of MetaZoo. It's fantastic.
I'm not going to lie. I was confused and as lost as last year's Easter egg. When I was like, 30th anniversary. Like, how old is Mike? Is he 30? Wait,
I know. You're like, why is it?
Wait, 30? How many months? How many months has this game been? Is it the 30th month? Like,
insert the little meme of the woman thinking she's got all the little math problems around her head.
I am trying hard to figure out, like, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, but then I had to watch a couple YouTube videos to figure out.
Yeah,
they're throwing some shade at Magic the Gathering.
I love it.
And that is phenomenal. I'm all about that. Apparently, Magic's 30 years old now. So
and that release didn't go well. I listened to some TCG podcasts and watched and into it, but they just turned it into a money grab. Essentially, that's what it turned into. Hey. But this is not. It's not about them. It's about MetaZoo and how awesome that idea is. I love it.
Okay. One of the cards that they showed with the 30 is playable.
2050 is going to be a crazy year, right?
No, like one of the cards didn't even have anything to do with.
Which one?
It was on their Instagram page.
No, I'm calling him out. While you're doing that, I'm going to talk about the 30th anniversary card. I can't remember. It's a spell. It's a beastie spell.
Oh, it looks like it had Father Time on it.
Yeah, it's got Father Time on it, and it's something. I believe the effect goes like this: if it is the year 2050, then you essentially reset your entire deck, all the cards in your afterlife, and your all the cards go back into your into your spell book. And then you shuffle it up and draw 7. And each caster does that. And I thought that was fantastic. And it's almost like, you remember Metapoo last year? They always have like a set a year that makes fun and plays with the stuff. It's the April Fool's set, right? April Fool's set.
So here it is.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a train going by my house, in case you hear that. Flood the Sky.
Oh, I read that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
This is a playable card.
It's a counter. It's a good one.
This would help Water take over the top meta again against Kets. So
you could
contract this page at any time. It's a one drop water page. Flood the sky 2 per spell book. Replace the effect text of target resolving spell named Flood the Earth.
Yeah.
With the effect, place all beasties with flight in the arena into their owner's chapters.
That's good. And that'll take care of the kits.
That'll put
all the other flying beasties.
So I saw that, I was like,
I like it.
Oh crap!
That's a good card.
Like, that is a great card. And then there's lizard people. Did you see? Lizard
I love
people?
that artwork. Yeah,
that's a great one.
It's a lizard in a suit. My daughter's gonna love that card.
It's a great card. Search your spellbook for a beastie alien and place it into your chapter. I mean,
yeah, it's
like
a good alternative.
Needs any more
art.
Search cards? I mean, for real.
Lizard People's already out. That's just the alternative. That's the alt art. Yeah.
But and then I got one of these.
Is that the streamer, or is that the caster kit?
That is the spectator kit for Earth Tower. And I got one of these. I purchased one for my wife. So Mrs. Stanky,
she's the spectator.
Mrs. Stanky is going to get all the nice, pretty merch that I will steal when we get home.
Nice.
But yes, so I am definitely going to get my hands on a couple 30th anniversary boxes.
Yeah.
I have to. I absolutely have to.
Got to.
It's
awesome.
Because it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great. I cannot wait for that. I doubt it'll be here before Tower because that's just the way it rolls.
Yeah.
I should be getting my plushie soon. My Valentine's plushie soon. Excited about that.
It's a good. I like that plushie.
I was really hoping to
but
get
it's a good looking plushie.
It's good. It's the car. I mean, I was hoping to have a little bit more playable car, like kind of Christmas sets and stuff like that, and it's really not. Actually, if multicaster games become more of a thing, so
because technically you
can do
2v2,
that. 2v2, you could hug your supported caster. And you both would recover life points, so that could be a playable card in that scenario. I don't. Yeah. Now, this would be something. This is a completely different topic that we really do not have time to talk about.
Short and sweet. What we got?
Would they open up a 2v2 competitive scene?
That would be fun. That'd be super fun.
And
I wish you wouldn't have said that because that's a topic.
It is. I'm telling you, it is. It'd be a lot of fun, and the synergy that you could do between two decks would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And we can talk about that maybe next time if we remember. But that's how that card would be playable.
Yeah.
So I have one. So next year or the year after that, when they open up duos,
2050,
I got one. Okay.
I got 30th anniversary. That's when they're gonna.
So I got one. But anyway, man, we had a lot this episode. Shout outs, guys. Thank you so much for the comments. And I really wish I was more prepared to list them all again. I feel like we're dropping the ball. Next episode, 1000% for sure.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We'll get the previous episodes. We'll get you guys shouted out. Thanks for the love on all the Discords that you guys are seeing the audio podcast and the YouTube podcast land and YouTube world. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
All the stuff.
And we'll catch you next time. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Podcast in a Bottle.